Welcome to the channel, everybody. It's me, Odio. Same bad time as always. I'm here today to do a review for you, and today it's a TV show animated, Caped Crusader, a new Batman one from Amazon Prime. Let's check it out. Let me pose a question. Have you ever been extremely excited about something coming back from one of the animated Batman animated series from the 90s, having the same guy come back and make a whole nother animated series? Well, I was pretty excited for that when I heard Caped Crusader was coming out. Bruce Timm is involved, which I thought was great. But I noticed Paul Dini wasn't back, and I gotta say, I think that may have affected some of the storytelling here. We get 10 episodes. They all dropped at once on Prime. You can check them out there. It's got a different voice of Batman. Obviously, Kevin Conroy's no longer with us anymore. I'd say he'll be the GOAT for all time. But I gotta say, Hamish Linklater, he's the one who takes over the job. When I get into the positives here, he's fine. He does a pretty good job as Batman. I think his voice acting is top notch. I believe he's Bruce Wayne. I believe he's Batman. So I think overall he was the big positive for me from this whole show. And yeah, to be honest, overall Batman comes through this show looking, I guess, the best. But my goodness, 10 episodes of this, I just found this show boring. Oh my god, like there's so much walking around just prattling on and talking for no reason. And to be honest with you, Batman I thought was really going to be the focus, and there's a lot of shared time in these episodes. Like, I've seen the old Batman animated one and the old Batman and Friends and stuff. I know that, you know, they do episodes with other characters, but I mean, this was just over the top. I think only 3 or 4 episodes really I felt like where Batman was the main focus. He's always around in them and stuff, but he's not the one going. And they don't have Joker. When you get all your villains introduced in this, I was really waiting for Joker through the 10 episodes, but it just doesn't happen. I mean, I don't know. I was really disappointed with a lot of it. The animation's pretty good. I like the noir style and things like that. I think it's a different take on it. I like how the combat and things look. That was all fine. But a lot of the characters, I thought, I made the mistake of like watching the animated series right before I watched this. I thought it was going to be like kind of a continuation. I know it's not, but I just thought, you know, with Bruce Timm, I just thought it was going to be the same type of thing. Feels totally different, and all the characters look different. I mean, the Penguin, Oswald Cobblepot, is actually switched to a woman, Oswalda Cobblepot.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
That was actually, didn't bother me. I still knew it was Penguin. It was a woman. She was like just the size of a linebacker going toe to toe with Batman at one point. I have no idea why they switched that, but whatever. It's at least I still knew that it was Penguin. I didn't even recognize Harley comes in later on. I didn't even know it was her right away. I was like, oh, that's Harley. Okay. Renee Montoya's in it. Barbara Gordon, Commissioner Gordon. You actually, they all pretty much look different. A lot of the villains all look different too. Everyone looks different from the old animated series. So this is its own thing. So I was just expecting a lot more crossover, I guess, to look similar. But I mean, same thing. They all do a pretty good job. There's just way too much of them. Like the side characters like Renee Montoya and Commissioner Gordon, Barbara Gordon going around solving cases and clues. Barbara plays a big role in like the finale of this. Like it seems like more than Batman. Like she's with the main villain and things for a lot of the pivotal scenes. I felt like even though it's the 40s, no one these people didn't look like they were in shape. I didn't look like a ripped back. I didn't find all the cops look totally ripped and stuff. Not that they should all be, but I don't know. I just felt like they didn't really. I didn't instantly think. If you look at the old animated series, how the cops and things look, they're all big and burly and whatever. I was just expecting more of that. I know it's its own show, but the animation is totally different. The tone is totally different too. It's a lot slower. It's a lot slower because a lot of the time we're not following Batman and we're doing detective work and things. I just wasn't that interested. I'm sure some people may enjoy that, but I didn't care. I just wanted to follow Batman all around. Almost just put me over his shoulder. I just want the Caped Crusader. If he's just going to be going around looking at clues and stuff, like that, you know, the Batman movie, for example. I mean, that's one example. Like, it's a lot more looking for clues and stuff, but at least you're with Batman almost the whole time. But I felt like he was missing from this. Some of the villains are okay. I like the new take on Firefly. I thought he was pretty cool. Clayface was interesting, also very different looking than he did on the animated series, but still pretty cool. I liked that villain as well. There were a couple. I thought Catwoman was totally done differently, but also pretty fun. I like the take on Catwoman too, so a lot of stuff was pretty interesting. It was just different, pretty fun at some parts, but a lot of it was just a slog. Like, I got so bored. I found myself looking at my phone or wanting to do other things, but I was like, no, pay attention. Like, you don't want to miss anything in case they bring it up in later episodes. But yeah, by the end of it, I really didn't care. I mean, Batman and Commissioner Gordon, at one point, they're just standing around in the middle of talking in the middle of like these containers and things. It was, I don't know. I didn't like it. It wasn't my favorite at all. I watch a lot of animated things, but I didn't like this take on it personally. It has some good things. Like I said, Hamish Linklater does a great job as Batman. Animation is really interesting and fun. Combat and things work for me, but all the changes in the characters, I mean, some of them worked, some of them didn't. It didn't really have a big impact. It was just more spending the time with all the side characters, all the cases that we're dealing with, all the slow talking. There's conversations in a diner. Harley Quinn is there too, but no Joker. I mean, even when they were on the old animated one, isn't that? I'm pretty sure that's where she comes from. Was he invented her to be Joker's girlfriend back then? As soon as I saw her, well, I was like, well, he must be coming, but he doesn't come. So whatever. At the end of the day, it was an all right show. I wouldn't really recommend it. I would probably give it a 4 out of 10 on the odometer. 4 episodes I enjoyed out of the 10, so that's a fair score for it. Not the worst time if you want a little bit more Batman with a slower, more of a detective type feel to it with noir animation. There you go. It's all right for that, but just wasn't for me. But thanks so much for watching this far, guys. Have you seen this show? Let me know down in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, everybody, stay out of trouble.